Hi there, it's Ruth here at Artful Stampin'. So this is a slightly different video from normal, as I've already made the card and thought it would be really fun for me to just explain how it was made in case you wanted to make something similar. I've pretty much used up a pile of scraps to make it, to be honest, because it's paper piecing, really. That's what it's kind of called, and you can use up lots of little bits and pieces for it. So this is going to be winging its way to my brother-in-law. So if you know Stampin' Star Creations on YouTube or Facebook, she's my sister and it's her husband's birthday coming up. And he's a bit of a Marvel film fan, and apparently he's gone to see the last one 4 times already. And so I thought it would be nice to make a card that kind of incorporates that and, puts his, birthday on there. And had a little play around this morning, and I didn't end up filming it as I was playing, but thought, you know what, I'm just going to share it with you guys. So I wanted particularly to go through the circle punches that I've used, because 2 of them that I've used are actually retiring. So at the end of the month, they're not going to be available anymore, and they are only available while stocks last. So I really wanted to highlight that with you. So the actual basis of the card is, it's a standard, pretty much a standard size card, and I cut the strips of coloured cardstock, the Blueberry Bushel, Poppy Parade and Pineapple Punch, to 1 1/4 inches wide and lengthways 5.5 inches. Then the white base that I've put it on is basically about, once it's all stuck down, it's 4 inches minus 1/8, and then across here it's 5.5 inches plus 1/8, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8, 5 and 5/8. So basically it's all those 3 strips stuck together plus a little bit more, so that you get the white border all the way around it. And then I've put it onto an A6 card base, which for you guys in America, because you guys don't use our metric system, it's 4 and 1/8 of an inch across there. So you might need to make some adjustments for your cardstock, and it's 5 7/8 of an inch long. Right, moving swiftly on. To make these icon badges here, I use the 1 1/2 inch punch. So all of those are the same size. Then to make the circles that came in a little bit, so the white one there, white one there, this is balmy blue here, and the yellow one here, I use the 1 1/4 inch punch. Then for this red section here, I use the 1 inch punch, and then for the blue circle and the red circle here, I use the 3/4 inch punch. Then for the central portion here, I used the 1/2 inch punch. Now the second 2 punches I'm going to show you have retired. They're not currently available. You may be able to pick them up on auction sites or Facebook groups, but to be honest, the star's a fairly generic shape. You can pick up this punch from other companies, and what I actually use this one for, you could probably cut out anyway yourself. So as you can see, I've got a white piece of cardstock for the star there, and then cut out from the Poppy Parade and the Pineapple Punch and the Blueberry Bushel some extra stars to decorate. And then I don't know if you can see if the camera's picking that up, but I put a little bit of Wink of Stella just on that central portion there and on the star here, just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. Then for the top of the hammer here, I actually used this punch and just cut out a little section there and then cut it across. And then if you look very carefully, you can see that with scissors I've just rounded off the corners there. Okay, then for just the detail on this here, it's just tiny strips of red cardstock that I cut on my trimmer very carefully by placing if you can see that, I placed, this is the cutting point here. I just placed the card up to that first line there, and that is the thickness or thinness of those points there. Then for the handle of the hammer, I placed the cardstock up to the second point, so basically up to that dark piece of grey, and that's how I ended up with this section here. And to get that little bit of added detail that you can see there on the hammer, I just cut the card at an angle and got a little piece that then I was able to stick onto, because it's obviously the right size. I then stuck that on as a little bit of a detail, as you can see there. So it takes some careful sticking. You can use dimensionals where you want to. These pieces I stuck directly onto the card and then used dimensionals for these two panels here, and then the stars I've used dimensionals as well. So there we go. I hope that inspires you to make a card for your, maybe for people, friends and family who love the Marvel films. I really enjoyed making it, and probably imagine trying to make a few more of these, maybe with some other characters as inspiration. But I hope you have a go, and if you do, let me know, because I'd love to see any photos that you've made. If you'd like to purchase any of those circle punches, then head to artfulstampin.co.uk or click on the links below, and that will take you there. And I'll put a picture of this on my blog as well, so I'll put a link to that in the description. So take care for now, and hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.